Good morning, year four. Yesterday we just explained the grammatical lesson connectives. We explained the first two types of connectives. The first one was time connectives, like firstly, after that, afterwards, then, and finally. And the second type was effect and cause connectives, like because, so, and therefore. Today we will discuss together the third type, which is called compare and contrast connectives. If I have two sentences that they show contrast ideas, I have to use the connectives, but, although, nevertheless, or however. For example, although it was cold, I didn't wear a jacket. I have here two sentences. The first one, it was cold. The weather is cold. So imagine with me, if the weather cold and you have jacket, what will you do? Of course, you will wear your jacket. But what happened here? I didn't wear a jacket. So I have here two sentences. They show contrast ideas, two different ideas. That's why I connected between these two sentences by using the connective although. The second one, it was cold, semicolon, however, comma, I didn't wear a jacket. The same two sentences but with different connective, which is however, and however is like although it connects between two sentences that they show contrast ideas between each other. So it was the weather cold, however, I didn't wear a jacket. Number three, it was a long day. If we have a long day, of course, I will expect that this day was too boring. I felt so bored. But what happened here? We had a great time. This is unusual. So these two sentences, they have contrast ideas. That's why I connected between them by using the connective nevertheless. Nevertheless equals although and however and but. So the sentence will be, it was a long time, nevertheless, we had a great time. I think they are very easy. I have two different kinds of connectives. The first one, if. So, if something happened, another thing will happen. For example, if jumpers like pullovers or like jackets. So if jumpers equal cold weather, of course we wear jumpers like pullovers in cold weather. So if jumpers equal cold weather, so t-shirts must equal warm weather. So if something happened, the second thing will happen. The next one, if it's cold, then put on a jumper. They are very easy. I have an exercise here, complete. I have a space. After that, I had waken up late. Space. I had a very quick shower. Space. I didn't have any breakfast. Space. I was so late. Space. I woke up late. I arrived my work on time. So I have here a piece of writing like a small paragraph without any connectives. It seems very boring, and I need to add the red connectives here to this paragraph uh, to seem like more interesting. Okay, so try to think with me. You can try to pause the video to copy these four lines in your copybook and try to answer the question alone. Okay. Ha. So it will be number one, firstly, I will take it and put it here. So firstly, I had waken up late. Then, after that, I had a very quick shower. Okay. Firstly, and then the are time connective. It explains for me what happened first and what happened after that. Did he take the shower first or he had waken up late first? Of course, he had waken up late first. After that, he had a shower. Here I didn't have my breakfast. So I will put here but I didn't have my breakfast. I was so late. So I was so late. This is the cause. And what's the effect of the cause? I didn't have my breakfast. Why didn't you have your breakfast? Because I was so late. So I will put because here. So I didn't have my breakfast because I was so late. full stop. I have to start a new sentence with a connective, and I have here two sentences. The first one, I woke up late. I arrived my work on time. If you woke up late, of course you will arrive your work late. But what happened here? I arrived my work on time. So I have two sentences, but they show contrast ideas, two different ideas. They are opposite to each other. That's why I have to use the connective also, because it shows compare and contrast. I think they are very easy. Now let's move to the first slide one more time. In order to answer the question that we have here. Yes, open with me page 124 in your textbook. Exercise A, copy out these sentences and underline the connectives. Okay? Number one, there is a huge demand for water because there are so many people in the world. Where is the connective? Try to find it with me. Huh? Of course, the connective is because. Let's move to number two. However, some people don't think about the amount of water they waste. So where's the connective here? The connective is however. Number three, if you run a tap, then make sure you turn it off afterwards. Where's the connective here? If, then. Let's move to exercise B. Look at these connectives. Which three are time connectives? Can you remember the time connective that we mentioned before? So where are the time connective that we have here? We have although, firstly, and afterwards, finally, and because. Of course, the time connectives are firstly, afterwards, and finally. They are very easy. Let's move to page 125. We have there exercise C. Copy and complete these sentences using a connective. We have here between the brackets two connectives. We have to choose the correct one between them. Number one, water is precious. Don't waste a drop. What will I use here? I will use so. Because I have cause and effect. Okay? The cause is water is precious. It's very important. That's why I have to stop wasting a drop or don't waste a drop. Okay? So this is cause and effect. Number two, all the villagers use the well. It has clean water. If I want to make a question here by using why do all the villagers use the well? Why do they use the well? Because it has clean water. It's as well cause and effect. The cause is the well has clean water. That's why the villagers use the well. Okay? Number three, some people use a hose to clean the car. They could use a bucket. So some people are using the hose. Can you remember when we said stop using the hose in order to stop wasting water? So some people use the hose to clean the car, and at the same time they still have bucket. So I have here two sentences, and they have contrast ideas. That's why I have to use the connective, however. Let's move to the last one. Your friends waste water, persuade them not to. It will be if then. If your friends waste water, then persuade them not to. I think a connective is a very easy lesson. You have to study it very well, and you have to use the connectives in your writing. I have finished the lesson, and you have homework page 62 in the workbook. Make sure to study well and to do your homework. Thank you so much for year 4, and goodbye.